That's something we're gonna.
I think that build went off that time. Now we saw him he got it off. He got his wall off happening there. He was able to sort of get together some units. And he ended up just totally going down to that super early Muta play from viOlet, which actually is, I mean, this is a departure from what even viOlet did. So, you know, what, I mean, can you remember in your head what would have tipped him off on that? Was it just the command center first?
I think it's got to be the CC first. You know, it's one of those things where viOlet probably says, you know, again, against CC first play, I will rush Mutalisks because I know my opponent probably will not have the Marine count to deal with them. And on the other hand, in the first game, he didn't know it was CC first. He saw no buildings in the main and went, proxy barracks all over the place. And so he threw down the early pool and really didn't have that economic advantage and had enforced himself to make Zerglings and then went for that Roach Bust. Right? Once he saw, oh shit, I went early pool, what do I do now that my economy is shot for the early game? Well, I'm just going to Roach Bust. And when that failed, he'd already spent 7 roaches, is, you know, 7 times 25, that's almost 200 gas. Yep. Didn't have Ling speed up yet. Had to be worried about mid-game pushes, so had to get the Banelings. Muta's delayed. But, I mean, Mutalist play, we are seeing, you know, we saw a lot of players, a lot of Zerg players in particular, start to favor the Infestor play because they were like, well, Mutalists are too weak. But, I mean, we're seeing a return to the Mutalist play, and we're going to see CC first again out of Ver. So.
Hey, did you guys see what viOlet did here? He actually did. I'll ask you this question, being the newbie guy on the show or whatever. I saw viOlet do the extractor trick, but at the same time was building himself an Overlord.
So there's a couple ways to do an opening as Zerg. You can 9 Overlord, and then you build you get to 9 drones. You wait a little bit, right? You build the Overlord when you hit 100 minerals, and then you wait till 50, and then you build a drone. So you have a period at which you are not building any drones because you are waiting for 100 minerals to build the Overlord, and then you're waiting for 50 again to start the next drone. The other style of opening that is like more of a I'm going to make a lot of drones and then do something style is that you go up to 10 drones, you start building an Overlord, and then you extractor trick to get an 11th drone out. And then the Overlord pops, and you immediately start 2 more drones. So
and that's what we saw. That's what we saw viOlet do.
That's what we saw out of viOlet.
So
I think math-wise, the 9 Overlord actually maths out to be a tiny bit better. But both of them actually, it's kind of weird. One has a bigger advantage at a certain point in the game, and the other catches up later. So, and I don't remember which one is ahead at which point. I think that the extractor trick is actually ahead earlier, and then the 9 Overlord catches up, you know, like 5 minutes into the game.
That's one of my favorite openings on Zerg is the extractor trick, the speedling. Sick.
Absolutely. So it looks like viOlet getting that speed up, you know, and he's still mining gas, I believe, I remember. Just 1 in gas, though. So not a lot of gas, just a little. Might be a timing to go layer, fast layer. As we did see CC first again, I really hope that Ver doesn't make the same mistake he made in the past couple games and lose to those early mutas.
Yep. Well, we'll see. It doesn't look like it's going to come out as fast as you see the speed started right now in the Zerg base. Let's take a look, though. Another supply depot going down here for Ver. And supplies almost identical here. You think he's going to wall off with a 3rd barracks right here?
Absolutely. I mean, watching that 3rd barracks go down, it's either going to be a barracks or it'll be a bunker and then a supply depot. The bunker going down behind. This is actually good because this helps your wall be a little bit more Baneling proof. So I'm not opposed to that opening. It looks like he's just going to poach out with 5 Marines here. Might be able to get some Overlord kills.
Yeah,
or
see, that's where
or
it
kill
would
something
start
else.
to be really costly.
But look at this. viOlet, 16 Zerglings in production. He knows what's up, and he ain't having nothing of it.
Oh, what timing, too. Gee.
And speed about to finish. This push is going to die immediately. And Ver doing the most damage he can, says, I need to put myself in a corner where you can't get as much surface area. Does that beautifully. And look at that. The okay, I need to quick wall off.
Panic wall off.
Panic wall off. But I think that this might actually serve Ver well. Because in the previous games, I felt like he's been lacking on the barracks count. and because of that, you know, not been able to, you know, really deal with the Mutalist.
Still locked in. That's great placement of that barracks right there, ain't it?
Absolutely is. He was actually using one of the SCVs to block that little hole there. Kind of like a Zealot walling off in the other matchup. But viOlet produced a lot of Zerglings there, and he killed off that little 5 Marine push, but I mean, he didn't need that many Zerglings. He lost a bunch of them.
Yeah, that's usually the cue there when you don't get in and do any damage to the enemy's economy. Well, it's time to expand, folks, so that's the next plan for viOlet here.
And look at Ver, already third on the way. Third finish, morphing into the orbital, so Ver going for the super macro play. Has started 1-1 already, so I like this play already a little bit more than his previous games. We really love to see him get some reactors and just start pumping Marines like they're going out of style.
Someone needs to show him that QXC replay with the 11 at a time.
Yeah, I mean, that really, I think that Marines, you know, to quote, you know, a few Korean programmers, I have talked with Marines Imba, and you should just make more Marines. That's really where I'm going with this.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a Terran player and you are aspiring to be Gosu, make Marines and learn how to micro them really, really well. And then you can be Marine King Prime and almost win a GSL twice.
A nice little super quiet gangster expansion, perhaps, by the Terran in the bottom right. What's going on down there?
It certainly is.
Wow.
So, and this is a play I really love this. Ver is saying with this play, I know I can't beat viOlet straight up. And so I'm going to have to play risky to beat him. And here's his risk. It's not a big army risk. It's not a big tech risk. It's a, I'm going to invest 400 minerals in a command center on the opposite freaking side of the map and drop all my mules there for as long as I can. I wouldn't be surprised if he makes it an orbital.
Just for the extra mules?
Just for the extra mules.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't see any reason for him to scout down this way.
But look at this out of viOlet. We do not see a Spire. We have the Infestation Pit down, Pathogen Glands on the way.
Yes.
Might see some Infestors out on the field soon, and it looks like he's going for the Mass Zergling upgrade style with Infestors. This is a style that I really, really love as a player myself. I remember when it first started going into style, and then we had terrible players like Destiny who became famous because they had good Infestor control. Yeah. That's all I have to say about that before I offend even more people. But we will have to see where this goes. viOlet taking his third base, finally. But, I mean, we've already, you know, he's already been up there. And that Overlord dies so fast. Wanted to get a glimpse of what was going on inside, and didn't really get a chance to. And Ver, with the sensor tower, going to see everything going on, except, of course, these Zerglings, which are carefully skirting the edge.
That's enough Marines over there to not be too surprised.
Great welcome committee for those Zerglings. Definitely needs some Infestors if he wants to take on that type of Marine count.
All right, clearing out the third rocks there. You see the third base now cooking fully away for the Zerg. And the Terran should be placing one there shortly. You can see the orbital about to set down right there. And look at that, Gwin. Prediction 100% true.
Nailed. Dropping all the mules. He's got the orbital there.
As soon as he drops that other one, he's going to have a whole mess more down there. Can I do the... I mean, I'm such a greedy guy.
Go for it, man. Let's take a look at that income.
Yeah, that's very nice.
And, I mean, even though he's basically, like, down a whole ton of harvesters...
Down 15 harvesters, still making more cash.
Absolutely.
Liking it. I really like how it's even money too, man. This is going to be a nice little ace in a hole with that extra base over there.
Oh, but look at how many Marines this is. 2-2 about to finish. Combat Shield just finished, and this is a really scary force that he is pushing out with, especially with these medevacs.
Ooh,
4
yeah,
medevacs
a lot of them.
With good energy.
Yep.
You can do so much damage. And the Zerglings 2-1, so the Marines about to hit 2-2. And I think we're going to see a big push out, but oh, that's some Infestors. That is a lot of fungals.
It's a lot of
right
energy
there.
too. Yeah, they're ready to go for sure. I like the random Marines here at this point, trying to scope for any unforeseen placed hatcheries, like, say, that 4th that just went down.
Absolutely.
But also, you can see, I love viOlet's presence there within the sphere with his Zerglings. So he knows, okay, there's a threat, and then I love how he can control what his opponent sees. And that, look at that, he's just going to place them right there so that they look like it's the same amount.
Oh, but hold on. I want to watch this.
I want to
watch,
but I
want to watch this too.
Yeah, let's.
I
watch
don't know
those.
what to watch, Rance.
Watch the mini map for the big battle.
All right, so a little bit of a push up there. We're gonna watch back here.
Oh, the lings are in though. He's not gonna do anything with them.
And the infestors coming out. Good fungal going down on some of those Marines, but that was a great Marine spread. But look at this, Ack in the natural.
Yes.
We've got the infestors. Oh, they're still just sneaking around.
I'm so excited.
Oh, but these infestors. One of them getting, 2 of them, 3 of them getting taken out. There are more Marines swapping in, but spread on the Marines pretty good. Have we gotten the fungal in the back yet? No, we have not. More Marines coming down through, and this is a great style out of Ver. He is really playing this off well.
Yeah.
And oh, the huge
Watch
fungals go down, and all those SCVs are going to die.
Yeah, a couple of infested Terran out there just to finish the job.
Oh, that was brutal to watch.
I seriously just creamed myself. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's a little bit gross.
I'm gonna apologize, Gwyn, but that just caused me to light a cigarette for real.
It's okay, man. I understand. You know, when you.
I seriously have a nerd bone. You know what it is for me tonight, Gwyn? Because of this game, it is this style Zerg all night tonight. I'm doing it. It's on.
It's on. Are you going to be playing Zerg tonight, or are you going random again tonight, though, Rance?
Oh, this might make me actually choose a Zerg, but you're right.
Random Rance.
You're right. It's definitely a good idea to do.
Got some Marines in the back here. Look at this. He is counterattacking this base so hard, thinking that it's the only third, but really.
Can that style hold? And
it's
because of the ace in the hole that it may not, you guys.
I think it is. And look at this. Running up here, scanning, killing off these creep tumors. Will he be able to
finish too?
Do damage to that. Look at this preemptive spread. Good fungal going down on that, but there are so many Marines and they are so still well spread. And those medevacs healing. That hatch is going to fall.
Counterattack on the 4th down low
so
here.
The 4th finally found, but look how close he is to mind out on some of these mineral patches. Yep. Great utilization. And look at this. Kills the 3rd, says, all right, it's time to just pull back.
Yep.
Pull back.
I wonder if he knows about this 3rd down here that the drones are transferring to.
And of course, this just goes ahead and lifts out. Probably going to land right here. Yes, right there. And
for some more.
Ver on it, but look at this Marine count moving out across the map. Ver, you know, fearless in the face of this relentless infestor aggression.
viOlet's able to keep the supplies even for now, you guys, but if he loses another entire army, it's pretty scary looking for him.
Absolutely. Look at this. Ver says, oh, I'm just not going to drop there. But, oh, we have so many Broodlords here out of viOlet. I don't know how he's going to deal with that. He has not been making Vikings at all. He's just going to have to hope and pray because, guys...
There's the attack move right there.
12 Broodlords. And look, we're going to see the stem. There's some Reapers actually in that composition. And hold on, we have a whole bunch of Marines. Huge fungals going down. He did not split well enough there. And those getting cleaned up. But he only has 1 fungal left from that fester. And 14 Marines at a time and 2 Vikings.
Now, there's also a force in the Zerg base right now from the Terran at the expansion, doing tons of damage right here.
He splits it pretty well. And he kills all the burrow drones. That's a trick I love using, just burrowing my drones. The expansion at the Terran natural down, though. What is he going to be able to do? He has a great Marine spread out here, but he needs to deal with these Broodlords and the GG out of Ver.
Woo! Well played, boys.
He almost stuck it to viOlet in that last game.
Yeah, he was very close.
He just missed that transition to Broodlords.